This is ground control to Major Tom. You've reached.
All right, kiddies, we're back for something you've been waiting for, at least 10 of you, maybe. So we're here to do a follow-up of our favorite horror movies of the 80s with our favorite horror movies of the 90s. And we're, just like last time, we're going to do one per year, so 90 through 99. I am joined by my luminous, smoking hot, beautifully big-breasted wife.
Cannons, people. Big old boobies.
Just like we did last time, if we match up, go into the Cauldron of Calamity, but we also have just some side bevies just because we're
why not?
Raging alcoholics.
It's the weekend.
Now, this is pretty much alcoholic Hawaiian punch, and it's delicious. So, spoiler alert, we didn't match a lot. There's one year that you can probably guess that we're going to match up, and...
No, I don't at all. No.
That's right, Jenny.
My baby.
Babe, go ahead and start us off in 1990.
1990, it was a much simpler time in our lives. Don't we all wish we could go back there? If you know anything about Banshee, you know that Banshee enjoys a certain artist, director, writer named Clive Barker. And it should be no hard guess for you.
So hard?
What the? I quit already! I quit! 1990, I picked Nightbreed. Okay? Look it. If you know anything about Clive Barker, you know that all of his stories are kind of about desire. This one's a little bit different. I would say it's more like the desire to find a community, find somewhere that you fit in. What I kind of like about the story of Nightbreed is, first and foremost, you have David Cronenberg playing an acting role. He is the bad guy. He is like a slasher kind of character. It's kind of like playing with the theme, kind of like, I don't know, this is a tangent, but if you know me, you know that my favorite Disney movie is Pete's Dragon. It's a very similar concept to that. The monsters are not monsters. They're not the bad guys. It's people making bad choices that are the bad guys, and the monsters are kind of good guys. And like all Clive Barker movies, it's romantic, scary, and kind of gross, but in a beautiful way. Yeah, I really like it. It's one of my, all of Clive Barker's movies that he's directed, all three of them are, I think there's a lot of Clive Barker on this list today. Spoiler alert for me, anyway.
I mean, I've only seen it like once or twice. Of course, I like the premise. I do like the fact that it's pretty much looking into the world of these creatures. I forget what the Midians, and they're outside of the world's eye. They're hidden for a reason, obviously, because they are prejudiced and they are looked down upon and whatnot.
One of them be looking like Mac tonight, like my ex.
One of them does look like Mac tonight, yeah. Definitely very Clive Barker-esque in the regards of it's very graphic, very gory, very gorgeous. There's a lot of sexuality in it, like all of his projects. It's also got some Doug Bradley in there. You got some, what's his name? What's his name?
Nicholas.
2,000 years later.
Nicholas Vince and Simon Bamford. There we go.
We need their first name.
That's okay.
We're on first name basis, not last name basis. No.
I mean, it's more in her wheelhouse than mine. She's obviously the way bigger Clive Barker fan. I do enjoy the Hellraiser, like Clive Barker-esque stuff, but she loves everything else. Okay, yeah, my 1990, it actually switched. It was Child's Play 2, and then I looked over my Letterboxd and saw, wait a minute, I got a movie that's ranked quite higher, and that is Misery, the Rob Reiner, Stephen King adaptation with Kathy Bates and what's his name?
James
Caan. Thank you. I'm fucking horrible with names today.
It's fine.
But it's pretty much everyone's worst nightmare. You're famous as shit. You travel out into the middle of nowhere in a snowstorm, and you get rescued by your biggest fan, who's a psychopath.
I'm your biggest fan.
A certified psychopath. Wackiness ensues. I mean, if you haven't seen Misery, you should pretty much stop this video and go watch it. It's fucking great.
I would make a very good argument that Kathy Bates as Annie Wilkes in Misery is the most perfectly acted role of all time.
That's high praise.
Like, when you read that book, that is how you imagine Kathy Bates to be. She is fucking phenomenal. And the thing is, whenever you can set up a movie like that, and it's a very simple concept, it's mostly two actors, right? So you have to play off of each other, and really it's just a creepy scenario, and it's still good. Like, there's a little bit of action, but not really. It's really depending on the acting of two people.
It plays off like a stage play,
Yeah,
because it's pretty much one setting, two characters. I mean, obviously you travel out and you see them looking for Paul Sheldon, who's the author that goes missing, but for the most part, it's just Jimmy Caan and Kathy Bates playing off each other.
And it's written by Stephen King, who, as we know, he develops characters very well, and it's very personal to him because, you know, he's had fans.
I say you come for my blood. Can you get my blood?
As Heather Langenkamp calls them in Wes Craven's New Nightmare, I have a fan. He's been through that several times. He has several books about it, but this one's the best of all of them.
And then my honorable mentions, I got Child's Play 2, Frankenhooker, and Tales from the Dark Side, the movie. And we're only keeping our honorable mentions down to 3 because in some years it gets wacky how many honorable mentions we have.
Those are all 3 good movies. For me, for 1990, I picked Misery, the scariest movie of all time, Arachnophobia, and 3, you gotta pick Tremors. But
Tremors
we got
is
to
fun.
pick Tremors.
But we got to have AIDS before we pee in her eye socket.
Yep. Tremors is fun.
You go with 1991.
You want me to go 91?
Yeah.
All right, my 91 pick is the first acting gig of Matthew Lillard, Ghoulies Go to College, or Ghoulies 3, Ghoulies Go to College.
I love that movie.
Yeah, I think I probably was introduced to it by this one here.
I'd be
but
talking about that movie my whole life.
when I was going through everything for 91, obviously the easy pick would have been just going Silence of the Lambs or something like that, which it is an
An
honorable
amazing
mention,
movie,
but
yeah.
I watched Ghoulies Go to College a hell of a lot more, and I enjoyed it a hell of a lot more, but
It's an 80s sex comedy.
it's pretty much an 80s sex
With a
comedy in the
horror
90s.
element.
It's the Ghoulies. They are brought about inside of a frat house. It's during prank week,
That's where they were born to be.
and there's a bunch of 40-year-old college kids. There's humor, there's gross out humor, there's violence, gore, nudity, just dick and fart jokes. I mean, it's all the food groups are represented, and it's just a blast. And it's directed by John Carl Buechler, who also created the look of the Ghoulies. Yep, Jack Cracker from the Hatchet series, which unfortunately when we met him years ago, that's all we knew him for. We didn't realize his frickin' his list of accolades until
we did meet
after
him,
the fact.
and I do have his signature on my Hatchet DVD.
And he was super sweet. He was such a
very
nice guy.
nice,
Big old
yeah.
grin on his face for everybody that met him. It was great. And you know, again, something that I picked up on later on, but you know, for 91, it's my favorite. And I didn't really have a lot of.
I just got one thing to say about Ghoulies Go to College, and that is Prank Week! Prank Week!
Pancake.
That's my best line. That's my favorite line of the movie.
All right, segue to yours that you changed
Okay,
this
look
morning.
it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I barely changed this morning,
Yep.
and I'm not gonna lie to you. Some of these years are fucked up. Honestly, don't you think the 90s was harder than the 80s?
Yes,
There are like 4 years.
the 90s was more difficult to narrow down our picks than the 80s. The 80s, it was pretty easy. Like certain years you get to and you're like, oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. Yes, there's honorable mentions, but you know what your
Yeah.
top pick is going to be. This one,
92 is a little fucked up. 94 is a little bit fucked up.
Well-
But this one, I think, is a little fucked up for me. For 1991, let's just get into it. My pick is The Sect. As you guys know from the 80s video, because I picked The Church as either a pick or an honorable mention.
No, it was your pick for 89.
That I am one of the biggest Michele Soavi fans that you will ever meet in your life. This is a devil worship movie. That's what it is. It is about a devil worshiping cult, which as the older I get, the more I love movies about, devil worship. I don't know what to tell you.
Would you mind telling me what you see on this card?
I worship Satan.
That's satanic shit. I don't know. It just does it for me. I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, we have a lot of cults in our own country right now.
Yeah. We sure do. It's kind of like a movie that spans like a little bit of time. You've got a cult, basically, like most cult, trying to find, children and members and things like that. It's mostly set in the house of the main character. and she's kind of just noticing things are going a little bit spooky. This one I don't want to spoil as much because I imagine more of you haven't seen this than Nightbreed, so I don't want to get into too much detail. But it is your classic satanic cult movie. It's really well done. It's giallo. Borderline giallo.
I mean, it's definitely an Italian style horror movie. I don't know if I would go giallo because I think I see giallo is, well, giallo means yellow, but it's also crime. It's like a murder, like a crime,
which it kind of
crime
is.
story.
There's pieces,
but there's
of that.
no black glove killer, and that's like a prerequisite of all giallo. They gotta have that black glove killer.
But it's definitely
Italian horror, though.
Yeah,
definitely
McKelly
Italian
definitely worked a lot with
Dario Argento.
Lombardo Bava, Dario Argento. He's basically Dario's apprentice. He's
pretty much he's his understudy essentially because he worked on a lot of Argento movies, and then that got him onto his stage fright and the church, the sect, Cemetery Man, etc., etc.
Exactly. I love it just as much as I love most of the rest of his movies. There's one clear winner when it comes to Michele Soavi, which, if you know, you know.
No, I don't at all. No.
But yeah, I just think it's a fun Satan movie. If you haven't watched it, Satan kind of gives you like a little bit of the feels.
This place is gross.
Would you like me to apply the baby oil to Satan's asshole, boss?
Okay, go ahead, Nev.
Do you want to give your, did you give your honorable mentions?
Aren't we doing that after?
Okay. It is after. I already did mine.
My honorable mentions.
You can tell we haven't done this in a while.
It's unprofessional!
My honorable mentions are People Under the Stairs, Ghoulies Go to College, and then the movie I almost picked, and this is the movie you'll only ever hear me talk about. I literally hear nobody else talk about this movie, but that would be Children of the Night, starring Amy Dolenz and Peter DeLuise, and that is just a different concept of like a vampire movie, and it's just campy, like early 90s fucking amazingness, and if you haven't watched that, watch that too.
And I think I mentioned one of my honorable mentions was Silence of the Lambs, but also Popcorn and People Under the Stairs, I would say, for 91. Okay, let's go down. Let's get 92 out of the way because
this is the
this was a fucked up year.
This and 94 are the most fucked up years, you guys. I don't even know how I narrowed it down to 3 honorable mentions. If most of these movies were in other years, they would probably be at the top. Same thing happens in 94. I said it earlier, now this movie was not directed by Clive Barker, but the original story was written by Clive Barker, and my 1992 pick is Candyman. This is a heart pick. We got the pleasure of meeting Tony Todd before he died. That was probably my hardest celebrity death ever. He was so nice. He's so amazing in that movie. Like, name me a better performance. I know I just said fucking Nanny Wilkes is, Kathy Bates is Nanny Wilkes, which I stand by. But he is so sexy and equally scary. And, the gore scenes are disgusting mixed with honey and bees and gore. And it's a movie that means something, okay? It's still political. That's why the remake was so easy to make. Like, it was so relevant. Virginia Madsen is fucking incredible in that movie too. The two of them together just make that movie. Their performances,
they just had electricity together. They just like had such chemistry. And I hate it when people say, like, nowadays they'll be like, keep politics out of horror movies. Horror movies have been political.
Horror movies are less horrific
their
than
entire
politics.
Existence. So let's just get that out of the way.
Yeah. When you look at the whole say their name campaign, like the whole point of Candyman is you look in the mirror and you say his name 5 times. And here's the thing, we all grew up with Bloody Mary, right? If you say Bloody Mary 3 times, she shows up and cries in the mirror. Like, when you say Candyman's name 5 times, he shows up, he guts you like a fish. That's why he makes you say it 5 times, because you gotta be sure that you are willing to gamble that is a myth. You've probably seen this movie, but if you haven't, it is scary, it is well acted, it is everything you want from a horror movie.
It's haunting.
It's hauntingly beautiful. I mean, nobody can deny that it belongs on somebody's top list.
What's his name? I forget the actor's name, the character's name, but he's a big fucking whore.
Yeah, he is in that movie.
He's a fucking whore, and he's a whore in every movie he's in.
Yeah. All right, Nuffy, what's your pick for 1992?
1992. I actually saw it in the theater on its initial release. One of my best friend's dads, he's actually the guy who married us, he took us to the theater to go see it, and this is Bram Stoker's Dracula. Of course, we get there, we start watching it, and yeah.
Titties.
There was titties, there was lots of gore, and the music is one of the best parts of the movie. The visuals, I mean, the performances, albeit, yeah, you can say what you want about Keanu and Winona, but can you see anybody else in those roles in this film? No.
People will talk shit about Keanu, but I'm gonna tell you right now, when Keanu's like, whoa, 'tis the man himself. That's the best part of that movie. But Gary Oldman is, his performance is incredible, and so is Sadie Frost's.
And then and Anthony Hopkins, of course, as
when he downs that
Van Helsing. Is it faithful to the source material? Honestly, I don't know. I've never read the book.
It's more faithful.
She said.
It's more faithful than the Universal
original.
Dracula 1931?
31.
And that movie's beloved. Here's the thing. I think Bram Stoker's Dracula won 2 Oscars.
It did.
Which is rare. And so did Misery,
I think it was costume design and
makeup. Which, dude, come on. I've cosplayed Lucy in that movie. It's so beautiful. It is so goth. When you talk about, like, goth romantic horror movies, that's it. But it's also violent and bloody, which is exactly how the original novel is, you know? You've got quotes like, I've crossed oceans of time to find you, which is straight from the book. But then you got Dracula, who's evil, undeniably evil.
I mean, and that's the thing with, and that got the highest for me because it was the highest scored, but again, this was a fucked up year. I mean, we can only pick 3 honorable mentions because I'm a slave driver, but if we're going to honorable mentions, obviously Army of Darkness, Brain Dead, aka Dead Alive, and Candyman for me.
For me, I picked Bram Stoker's Dracula, Army of Darkness, and Buffy the Vampire Slayer. You guys, I don't know what to tell you. It started a whole thing for me. I love that movie.
That's why we met.
Exactly.
Well, let me jump into 93 because I'm going to make mine quick, just because I've talked about it on this channel ad nauseum, at least 2 videos since coming back, but my 93 pick is Freaked. The Alex Winter
fun as hell.
Gore Fest, Makeup Fest, just
fun.
Absurd and funny, gross, gory. I talked about it in other videos. Umbrella just released this beautiful 4K release. It's now on streaming. People at the Halloween party, I put it on at the end of the night when everyone was getting ready to leave, and people started getting invested in it, and they're like, what the fuck is this? I love this.
From the summer of Megan Ward, which we may or may not talk about later.
Yeah, the summer of the year of Megan Ward.
She was in everything on HBO.
So yeah, Freaked, 93.
It's so fun. That movie, you know what I love about it? It's so colorful.
Yeah.
Like sometimes when, and that's kind of coming back with movies like, what's the name of that movie with the little...
Yep, Shabadoo.
Are you talking about Frankie Frico?
Yeah, Frankie Frico, Psycho Gorman. I like that colorful kind of goblin
anything
look
by
is coming
anything
back.
by Joe Bagos, the guy that did Jimmy and Stiggs.
Yeah, I love that's coming back.
And that one Christmas movie with all the neon and LED and just fucking colors everywhere.
I love that.
The splatter.
It's
splatter
just
punk
different.
sort of
exactly.
movies.
And it's so retro. It's so like Mad Balls. You know what I mean?
It's got a lot of claymation
these
and animation
retro
and
toys.
shit.
I love that. It just takes me back to my youth. For me, 1993, a little bit of a girl power movie. I pick Return of the Living Dead, directed by Brian Yuzna. 3? What'd I say?
Return of the Living Dead.
Return of the Living Dead 3. Yes, directed by Brian Yuzna. Yuzna, whatever.
We met the guy.
Yuzna, I know we met him.
We met the guy.
He was really
He was
nice.
really nice.
He also directed The Society.
He did The Society, and I believe he directed Reanimator 2.
So,
Bride of
long
Reanimator.
story short, the man knows how to handle some gore. This movie's another movie where it's really disgusting. It's funny as hell and cheesy because it is Return of the Living Dead. Although I think it's the most serious.
I was literally about to say,
I
think for this one here, because Return of the Living Dead and its sequel, which is pretty much
goofy as hell,
the original Greatness and Light.
Yep.
It was pretty much the same movie again, but no, the third one definitely has a more serious tone. It definitely goes into the whole thing of becoming undead and the repercussions of it and whatnot, because the whole thing with the Return of the Living Dead is that they can retain their humanity or retain a sense of self, and they talk and they run, and essentially they need brains because it helps with the pain of being dead and decomposing and rotting. They did take a serious tone with this one.
In this one, you can like hold off the pain hunger by causing yourself physical pain. So kind of the whole imagery of the movie is Melinda Clarke, who plays Julie. We met her too. She was still a fox, dude. Luminously gorgeous, beautiful.
Return to Two Moon Junction.
You might not have seen her in a lot of movies, but she's been probably a guest role on every single TV show you've ever watched.
She was the CW's favorite.
Yeah, she was
definitely
and she's
a
beautiful.
CW
She
favorite.
deserves it. But the whole imagery of the movie is, if you haven't seen it, I'm sure you've seen the cover, and it's her with piercings all over her body, which she's self-mutilating to stave off the hunger of the brains, because her boyfriend, whom she loves very much, is still alive and she doesn't want to eat him. Sometimes you just want to eat somebody, you know? Brains, it's what's for dinner. It's delicious. I don't know, I never ate brains.
Delectable.
Don't expect Oscar quality, okay? But it's pretty good.
I mean, it's direct to video. It is a direct to video release. I don't think this ever got a theatrical release.
Direct to video is better than direct to sci-fi, like the 2 sequels that follow it.
Well,
Necropolis and Rave to the Grave.
one other thing to touch upon in the 90s is this was the decade of direct to video.
Mm-hmm.
It was all VHS. It was all direct to video stuff because video stores were it. You couldn't.
Remember how lit that was, going to Blockbuster and picking a horror movie? And taking it home and watching it?
I mean, it's difficult for me to have those fond memories because I did fucking work there. And I had to deal with all the negatives of it.
I didn't work there till later. It was like 99 when I started.
Well, no, I out of high school and in high school I worked in video stores and shit.
Oh man.
How do you do, fellow kids?
What? All right. So what is your? Did we already do yours?
We did. Yeah, it was free.
Oh, yeah.
But we didn't do the honorable mentions.
Let's
yet.
do our honorable menzione.
I'll just make mine fast. Body Bags, John Carpenter, Tobe Hooper, and Cannibal the Musical by Trey Parker, the South Park guy.
Mine is Freaked. And a little gem I like to call The Dark Half by Stephen King, which is the next movie that kind of talks about being a writer and things
And
like
who
that.
directed it?
Who directed it?
George A. Romero.
Oh yeah, George A. Romero. I thought you were trying to trick me. I have this theory that in Stephen King movies, until recently, they always cast like the plainest, normalest looking woman to play the wife.
Who was the wife?
It was that one chick.
Yeah, but
It's Gladys.
It's
from
Gladys
Weapons.
from Weapons. Yes.
It's Gladys from Weapons.
It's Gladys
What's
from
her name?
Weapons.
Something
Hold on. IMDb to the rescue.
Miriam,
Stand by.
2,000 years later.
Amy Madigan.
I knew there was some sort of in there. Anyway, yeah, she's a little.
All right. So we're
Air.
94,
Yeah.
right?
1994. This is the most fucked up year.
Was it?
In my opinion, yes. This is my number 4 favorite horror movie of all time. This is a little gem, also directed by Michele Soavi, Dell'Amore, aka Cemetery Man. So, all right, just say it. What's your 1994 pick?
Oh, it's Dell'Amore, aka Cemetery Man, which changed as of this morning because I realized it's the highest ranked of the movies that are on the list. So,
You know what?
enough calamity time.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, I was talking shit. I was talking some shit when I didn't think he was gonna pick this. Oh God.
What did you get?
Whatever this is.
I might be willing.
Pretty sure
I might be willing to
Mickey-
change.
You gave this to me, you sick bastard.
Okay, well it's up to you. Do you want to change for 99
No,
Berry Punch?
I don't. I don't know why I'm shaking
Ooh.
it. Cheers for Cemetery
Cheers
Man.
to the engineer.
There comes a time in everyone's life when you realize you know more dead than living, or something like that.
Hell, at a certain point in life, you realize you know more dead people than living.
Oh, gross. That one's for Nagi.
That one's for she. Okay, so
Beautiful titties.
that's how my titties look.
I know.
Big American breasts!
This movie is beautiful. It's goth. It's also literally so fucking disgusting.
She likes dead shit.
I love beautiful movies mixed with nasty, gross,
Dead shit.
disgusting shit. And I'm not always just talking gore, although gore is number 1. Sometimes it's like nasty, like spit or something.
Also, though, you're not really into necrophilia because you don't like necromantic.
I don't like necromantic. No.
So necrophilia is probably a
No.
no, but you know, we both grew up Catholic, and you know, she likes the whole fucking gothic sort of like.
Yep. Now I know we already had the discussion about giallo, but this movie is pretty commonly recognized as the last giallo movie, even though it's not exactly giallo. But people call it that.
They do. It's because they don't know the difference between giallo and Italian Gothic horror.
It is Italian Gothic horror. This movie stars Rupert Everett. What's her name? Anna Fulci.
Anna Fulci.
And my current wife, Fabiana Formica.
Yep.
Who plays Valentina.
We love Fabiana.
I love her. I've met her. She's so sweet.
Well, and we don't have to talk about this too much because she's talked about this on previous videos where it's going on about that. But it's weird. It's gory. It's got zombies. It's got zombies getting killed. It's got cemeteries. It's got sex. It's got nudity.
And it makes you think. It's one of these movies that makes you think, wait, the whole time was this happening? And it's like, is this character the same character as this? Is there a little bit of this going on? Is it one of those movies where it's Italian like, horror, it's me the whole time?
That's the thing with Italian horror.
You never know what's going on.
You look at any fucking Bava or fucking Fulci or Argento or something like that. It's not all just A, B, and C.
You never know what the fuck is
A
going
to Z.
on.
It's like there's jumbled shit in there. It's like A, 25, D, X, 35.
I will tell you this, though. This movie has the best sex scene of all time. Josh put it right here, but put the titties. Put something over the titties. That's romantic and scary at the same time. But yes, watch this movie if you haven't seen it. You probably have if you're like a real horror fan.
I think it's on Tubi.
But if you're a newer horror fan, you haven't seen it. But it is making a resurgence because the 4K came out last year.
Yeah, the 4K came out. I believe it's on Tubi for free, which I'm just going to say it. We pay for streaming services
Tubi's
out the asshole, and Tubi is probably the one we watch the most, despite the fact that it's got commercials. It's free, but the selection is fucking incredible.
There's some good BS shit in there. There's
that's gonna be
shit in
that's
there
gonna be
too.
the sign of the apocalypse.
Yeah.
The day Tubi becomes pay to play,
Oh,
or if they
hell
offer
no.
something with no
Tubi,
commercials,
don't do me dirty
don't
like
do
that.
it, Tubi.
Yeah.
Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. You're doing it great.
Let's do our honorable mentions.
Yeah, go to honorable mentions.
I'm gonna tell you right now, any other year, any of these, but because it's against Cemetery Man, no. My number one favorite John Carpenter movie is In the Mouth of Madness. And that came out in 1994. I love that movie so much. If it had come out in 93 or 95, hands down, it would have been my number one movie. Even if it had come out in 96, it would have been the number one movie of that year. And you guys, if you don't know what I'm gonna say, you're gonna find that out. But that's how big that statement is. You see what I'm saying? Like,
I would never say that.
I would. Another movie I fucking love, and this guy can tell you right now, is you've probably never heard anybody in your life talk about this movie as much as I do. Wes Craven's A New Nightmare. That's a fucking 5-star movie. I love that movie. And this movie, which, if you follow me on social media, on Instagram, anything, you know that I watch every Devil's Night, is The Crow. What the fuck? 94 is fucked up.
That is a Gothic horror movie. That is a Gothic horror movie.
I love all three of those movies.
So, my honorable mentions, it was my pick up until this morning, Brain Scan.
I love Brain Scan so much.
I love Brain Scan so
if I
much.
could pick 4, that would
I watched, I still watch it. It's fucking
That was
great.
my most rented movie ever.
And then I also picked In the Mouth of Madness and Wes Craven's New Nightmare as my honorable mentions.
I can't wait to see what you do next.